It's heading for the fairway. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Oh, well done. And with this putt, she can win the tournament. That was a gallant attempt. That's disappointing. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock this one in. Well, that's some serious talent. She's whole of beauty to win the tournament.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beem. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No, thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Good shot there. $18 feet to the cup.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
Oh!
Just 6 feet between her and the hole. Good-looking putt. And in it goes for the par.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
She's in a share of top spot. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Second shot on the second. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Great touch.
Good look at a birdie here. This one's looking good. And at the end of that hole, she's now broken the tie. Now our clear leader. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is in the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, this looks pure. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. It's a bit disappointing. A par putt on the table. Looking good. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. It's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Playing from around 110 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
That impressed me and her. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
Tracking. And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Leading by 3 strokes now. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
She's a top-quality player, this one. Playing from around 240 yards. Currently leading by 3. This one's heading towards the rough, I think. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. 7-footer right here.
This is their look at birdie.
It's on a good line. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Sitting at -4. Currently in top spot. That should set up another chance. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's been reading it intensely. She's got 16 feet now.
Looking good.
And racking up the 5th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 5 under. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Gee, it's metric. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless. Right over the spot they were looking at.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big name players the accomplished players love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players.
Oh my God!
Zone mentally, and everything is going well physically. You can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
From about 100 yards.
Went straight down.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
She's got this to save par here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, nothing to sweat over that one. Will hold. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
She'll like that. That's inside the birdie range.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
What a putt to make. Well done. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
They've decided to club up. Fought against the wind to stick that one.
Always love these opportunities. especially when it's for birdie. Well, you're going to be difficult to catch now if you keep holding putts like that.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently at 10 under par overall. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Going and going and going.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. You like that, didn't you? Getting ready to play their third. Five feet coming up to the cup. Super shot that. Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. But this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
That's a little wayward.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh dear. Can she get out of this one?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Time now for the fourth shot. Putting for bogey. Hey, that's a chance. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Good shot there, Beamer. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Come on, don't be shy.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard with Lydia Ko trailing in second place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one's tracking. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. A look to get to 13 under par.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Big chance here. That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, sensational. She struck that. Second shot here at the 18th. The equation's pretty simple. Chip this in and win the tournament. What an opportunity in front of her. This for the tournament. Oh, nice looking putt. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on the South Golf Course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen, this player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. Two-K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30, 40 years it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. Putting for birdie. got a chance. And that's for birdie. Well holed.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Currently 1 under for the event. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Well played. From about 200 yards out.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That was special. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
That's inside the range. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. Setting up now on a par 4. Caught up in some branches. You see that one ricochet off the tree? Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Going with the 5-iron here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
And there it is. It's Brooke Henderson coming off a birdie on her last hole, and that will take her to 2 shots off the lead. Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach works closely on the right-hand side.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner, but the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
No, there's no fucking way. No way.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
And here we are with the third shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. And in she goes. That's a good save.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 6th hole here at Richard Pebble Beach is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Well, that was pure. Now 4 under par, currently in the lead. Going with the hybrid.
This one's right of the green.
Yeah, that was a safe play. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Has to put this one downhill.
That's a great putt and an eagle as well. And that will take it to 6 under. And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And that puts her in first place. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
Oh my God.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Getting ready to play their third. Lovely touch. Well played.
Such soft hands.
This next putt is for bogey. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Oh, golf clap. That's beauty. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Going with the 7. Just needs this one to kick right.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
This one's for birdie. It's tracking. What an effort. And another shot to your lead. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4, starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
She knew that wasn't going to be super tight, but she'll take it nevertheless, especially with a couple of putts from there.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Go on, get in the hole. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will move her to 7 under. And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, you want to try and land it short of the green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Needs this one to kick right. 12 feet to the cup coming up. It's on a great line. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take her to 8 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Nicely done. Second shot here on the 11th. That's some good golf right there. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Yep, tracking well.
You just keep building a bigger advantage. Well played. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. First of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie, it's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
This looks to be heading to the green. Okay, that'll work. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Get excited. This could go in. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. That's a big drive. Penny, what's the player facing here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th. Oh, she's making it look easy. Holland putts with will. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Oh, that was mashed. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
I'll tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
This one started out on a good line. Wonderful shot. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Oh, she tagged that one. Time for the second shot at the 15. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. And with that, she's going to extend her lead on the field.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
No, no.
Not a best shot. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut. Yeah, this is lovely.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Nice stroke. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, what a shot by Olina.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Putting for birdie here. Like the look of this one. Oh, what a super shot. And she's our leader. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, I'm sure she'll take that one. And with this putt, she can win the event.
Rolling end to end.
Well, you can start etching that name into the Wall of Champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It will certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. Wonderfully played. This putt is about 8 feet. I don't mind the look of this. It was on a good line. An opportunity to make their par. Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
And he's down there.
By my pacing, she's got 130 here.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Wow, did this come out?
Oh my God.
I think that ugly lie really affected them on that shot. Not a surprising result, really.
Good punters will make these right on 5 feet.
This is what they have left for a par.
I like the look of this. Nicely holed and for par. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Choosing the here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Making a few bad shots here. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't pulled up the YouTube, you're on there. YouTube. Okay, YouTube, yes.
They fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Making fucking 1 under right now. Going into the 4th. I've been making some really good shots, and this course, for whatever reason, just fucked me hard. It's pretty bad right now. The wind is like 12 left to right, and it's right to left. It's bad. This course has got me fucked.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can chip up that for sure.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
No.
I can't believe this.
Ooh.
Oh, That's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival?
Tattoo Golf finally showed up for my wear.
And with that, they move into first place. The fifth hole, TPC.
What's going on this morning?
Par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I hit like 200 balls yesterday. Both my shoulders are a little sore.
He came out on the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella, and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods to then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did,
it was a lot more crisp. I don't know, man.
All of this. But in saying that, in the modern era,
Mine sounds pretty good. I put a new head on mine. I can't remember who makes it. It's not a Callaway, I don't think.
Tom Brady.
It does have more of a crisp fucking ring to it.
I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me.
They're over here jerking Tiger Woods off in my fucking ear while I'm trying to golf.
This guy's Elvis.
Shut the fuck up.
Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I can tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
Yeah, they are. And you only get 3, so it's like you get to play 1 round or something with them.
That is a pure
I did get it.
draw. Good sounding
yeah.
That one.
Luke, that did not.
I went on and got it, man. I was just, fuck it. We've been playing this enough that I feel confident we can finish it. I didn't want to buy it at first because I didn't know how long we were going to play it, but I'm having a lot of fun. Tons of fun.
The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very
yeah,
strong par 4,
premium plus.
475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided, so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side.
It doesn't really give you money, so don't be expecting
2
that.
well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Opting for the 5-iron.
Oh, fuck me.
That's a high-quality
was not expecting that.
Well done by her. And he's down there.
I'm just trying to get through this in first at this point, dude. I'm like struggling over here.
It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's 50. Yeah. Well, there's 30 days left in the pass, so.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to
hold. That was also the first thing I checked.
This.
Like, what was that I bought the battle pass on, and then it ended an hour later? Where's my battle pass?
Finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4 measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left just so you can avoid the bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here. From around 170 yards here, currently leading by 3. Opting for the
I thought the game had glitched out or something.
Pretty good in the air. Oh, that's handy. She should be delighted with that. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
I couldn't tell you, dude. I haven't looked.
This is a good chance. Nice one.
I haven't looked at my apparel or anything either.
The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway.
That's bunker.
Maybe less than driver necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided.
That's like 14 tailwind. Jesus. This wind is killing me.
That's a good-looking shot there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henning?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Go in. Well, that's a lengthy putt. Well hauled. And with that, she'll move to 5 under par.
Yeah.
And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first.
Yeah, they do. Mine sounds like yours used to. I'll tell you what I'm using here in a minute. I'm on the 11th.
Water has it down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without.
Mine has that sharp high ping. That fucking crack. Which yesterday I was using my dad's like $400 driver. Oh, that bitch has a ping to it. Love it.
World #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient
players.
No. As soon as he got done holding out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row, and never gave up. He kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose.
I'm only 4 strokes ahead on the 12th. This is bad.
In the game, there's no reason why he cannot.
This is so bad.
At a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts.
Oh no!
Don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently in the lead. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Reminds me of the song by the Tubes, She's a Beauty.
And this one is for her par.
This is looking solid. What they wanted.
Par on par on par on par.
5-shot advantage.
Yes. Second place went down.
The closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near